Hey guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. So today let's cook a famous Filipinos favorite food, the Pansit Canton. So Pansit Canton is actually the version or interpretation of the Filipino for the Cantonese noodles. And this dish is very forgiving. You cannot go wrong with this. Simple. So for your protein, you can use the shrimps here, you can use the pork, the chicken, or a combinations among those things. And for the vegetables, there is no such rule. So you can use anything you like. Now before we start cooking, let's prepare first for all our ingredients. This is Chinese sausage, which I cut into thin slices and soak into hot water. Then I've got 4 pieces of boneless chicken thighs, which I cut into thin strips marinated with soy sauce. And a small amount of dried shrimps for an umami flavor. For my aromatics and vegetables, these are common and basic, so I cut them into a thin strips just to give complements for our noodles. Now for the vegetables, I'm using here the dried and black fungus, which I prepared ahead of time. Soak them into cold water for at least an hour. So I have a cabbage, a carrot, a French beans, and a pepper chilies, which I took out the seeds and sliced thinly into strips. For the noodles, of course, I'm using the Filipino brand, which is basically the egg noodles. So these are the sauce that I'm using, simple and straightforward. Just find the list below the description box. Now we can start cooking. I have my pan here. Now I'm adding into the liquid that I used to soak my dried mushrooms, fungus, and sausage. So I just simply add about a little amount of chicken stocks here. This is a better way to allow the noodles absorb much flavor. Now do not overcook your noodles. Blanching will take only about 45 seconds to 1 minute. Reserve about half a cup from the stocks and immediately drain the noodles, transferred into a plate, and loosen up a bit before you start cooking. Now we can move on to the next step. So I'm using my wok here. Now when it's hot, I add oil and then saute all my aromatics, then followed by the dried shrimps and the Chinese sausage, which I soak into hot water. Simply and quickly stir fry them until it is wilted. Now I'm adding all my vegetables except for the cabbage. I'm tossing all my vegetables into my wok. Make sure that you're using the high flame here and then stir fry them all quickly. Now for the cabbage. So quickly stir fry until everything is wilted and then add a little amount of sauce and continue stirring just to give a little seasoning for our vegetables. Then immediately turn off your fire, take out the vegetables, transfer into a plate, and set them aside. Now moving on for our meat. So since I'm using a boneless chicken thigh that I slice into thin strips, this can cook easily. So I just simply stir fry for about 2 minutes here, and I put just a tablespoon of Chinese cooking wine to deglaze the side of the pan and to give an additional flavor to our chicken also. Now that my chicken is cooked, it's time to add in the noodles and the sauce as well. So giving a quick toss just to allow the noodles to absorb all the flavors. And then our vegetables that I set aside a while ago. Simply give a quick stir and toss them all together just to give a balance of all the flavors from the meat, the sauce, and the vegetables. Now this is done, guys, and it's time for me to dish up this beautiful and so delectable, tasty Pansit Canton noodles. I hope you like this video and you give a try and promise you will not get wrong with this. So once again, thank you for watching this simple video, guys, and I wish to see you back on my next video episode. Thank you, and God bless us all.